From Divine Sister of the Light Eirni Crystal and Indigo Guide to the Galaxy, Athena. Full Moon, the passage from the old to the new. Build the bridge. The only true revolution is the one that is achieved within the self in connection to the old and rigid beliefs in the distorted yin and yang flows. Once it is achieved, then the law is naturally bringing all those elements needed for the external revolution and change to take place smoothly. This is a time of great metamorphosis, as all flows of the spheres and layers of the body and aura are being cleansed, corrected, and revived. The old structures of separation are being removed because of the level of self-integration, understanding, and acceptance that has already been achieved by many individuals. All the ill parts of the soul have now the chance to return to sanity via self-love and self-realization of what was and what is. The final goal via the divine Kundalini is the attunement to a totally different version of the planets, which is also a totally different version of time and space. In this version, we will be able to meet the energies of the planets on a higher level of consciousness. This level was always there, we just couldn't reach it because of the inner state of separation, distortion, and lack of understanding of the Trinity self. There is no evil, war, lack, or threat on this level. There is a greater understanding and unity of all the opposites and the ability to explore and experience life via a more free and open field of possibilities as a grown-up and adult soul who does not need to hold any more a life based on fear, guilt, oblivion, ignorance, and weakness. We have now collectively reached the important release of the sadist and masochist structures that were part of the program of the 3D family graves. This is a wonderful development for all the fallen parts of the soul. This will now bring a huge amount of energy corrected and redirected within the Kundalini paths, which will help those soul parts return back to life. This is a recharged, healthy energy which will generally bring more power in the ascension process, both individually and collectively. Perception and perspective are switching faster now as more layers of distortion are being removed from within the neurological system. Thus the body will have a greater ability to recognize the new reality and adjust to it. This is the point of which the bridge of life can be built. The body is awakening to long-forgotten functions and abilities which will lead to the recognition of more possibilities, the realization of greater truths and achievement of superpowers and divine manifestations within the elements of abundance and virtues of true life. Always remember that the power of self was trapped in the shadow parts. Avoiding shadow is avoiding self-power and staying stuck in endless loops. You cannot rush your process through the intervention of the mind over the body or by escaping the body. This is a totally useless approach, but you can do the opposite. You can reconnect to the body and allow it to show you the way. This is the fastest way to create our bridge of life. The body knows, and it has the way to naturally bring balance back as long as it is heard and included. The mind creates separation, but the body struggles to create unity and wholeness. On the collective level, everything rotten will be seen and end within the next 2 years. So enjoy and witness as much as you can your own process of deep metamorphosis. Once you decide to do this, it can become such a satisfying, loving, and joyful process. Tomorrow's full moon is essential for the building of the bridge of life. This is the passage from the old to the new. We will use the energies of the full moon of the deer, or else the full moon of thunder, to gracefully build the bridge. This is a totally new phase in the process of restoration of the divine Kundalini. These past 2 weeks have been so divine, so many gifts and blessings are in reach now as the self is becoming the source of life. Let the new lights guide you home, blessings of electrical living current. Eirni, Amalthea Thor, Har Zaronia, Hurnama Anata Kumara, Yellow Galactic Warrior,